Dane Brugler, a top draft analyst from The Athletic, recently analyzed the Chargers' draft position. His insights suggest the potential direction the team's front office may pursue. Let's get into it. What's up, buddies? Welcome back. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We cover all AFC West news here on this channel. Brugler made it clear this has been a unique offseason for the Chargers. The team signed multiple players on short-term deals. One-year contracts like Tyler Conklin and Mike Williams. Dante Jackson, who's on a 2-year deal. According to Brugler, those aren't accidental. They're intentional stopgap signings. They've set the roster up so they aren't locked into drafting any specific position early. When Brugler looks at this Chargers team, he immediately points to two big areas of need. First, how to help Justin Herbert. Second, how to improve the defensive line. Let's talk about Herbert. Whether it's giving him more pass catchers, adding protection, or improving the run game, the front office has to do more. They've taken some steps, signing players like Najee Harris, but this draft needs to add more pieces to make Herbert's job easier. On the defensive side, honestly, this group is just average, maybe even below average. You can say a lot of mediocre bodies. The team needs to get bigger, younger, and better up front on defense. They need size, depth, and most importantly, impact. When talking about this year's draft, Brugler highlighted a few areas with surprising depth, starting with edge rusher. He said flat out, this isn't his favorite edge class. There are question marks across the board. But the more he evaluated, the more he saw edge defenders offering something unique. He had 17 edge rushers in his top 100 prospects. Some have elite traits but limited polish. Others are refined but missing athleticism. Still, teams will talk themselves into these guys because of how important pass rush is in today's NFL. Brugler believes the Chargers could find a valuable edge player in rounds 3 or 4. He also mentioned defensive tackle. This class is loaded in his words. Between edge and interior, if the Chargers want to revamp the defensive front, this is a very good draft to do it. One area Brugler didn't expect to be this deep? Tight end. That's important for the Chargers. Right now, they've got Tyler Conklin, only on a 1-year deal. According to Brugler, this tight end class goes deeper than people realize. You've got top guys like Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland, and then players just outside that first tier who could be day 2 picks. Mason Taylor, ranked as the 33rd best player in the draft. Elijah Arroyo in that top 50 mix. Then names like Terrence Ferguson, a 3rd-rounder in Brugler's eyes. Harold Fannin, just 20 years old, consistently wins at the catch point. It doesn't stop there. Brugler brought up Gunnar Helm, a tight end some teams have in their top 100. Oronde Gadsden II, not a great blocker but could be used creatively as a slot or H-back. Brugler's saying there are tight ends in this class who can contribute in different ways. The Chargers don't need to take one in the first round. In Brugler's 7-round mock, he had them taking a tight end in round 2, a player who could help immediately but also grow into a long-term solution. Let's talk about the wide receiver. The Chargers already have Ladd McConkey, a steal in last year's draft. But the rest? A question mark. Quentin Johnston wasn't impressed. Mike Williams is on a 1-year deal. Brennan Rice is unproven. Brugler says how early they pick WR will show how they feel about that group. If they go round 3, they know they need to get better. If they wait until round 5 or 6, maybe they think they're okay. 2 players Brugler highlighted were Kyle Williams and Torrey Horton. Not giant X receivers, but fast, productive, reliable. Horton's production has been consistent. Brugler said watching that Colorado State versus. Colorado game 2 seasons ago was a huge moment. It showed Horton's value and how he could win. Kyle Williams stood out at the Senior Bowl, creating separation. He ran a 4.40 at the Combine, then pulled a hamstring. That kept him from finishing and having a pro day. Still, teams are interested. Williams has been visiting teams. Brugler thinks he'll go somewhere in the top 75 picks. Then a few under-the-radar names Brugler discussed. Nick Nash, a former quarterback, made a strong transition to wide receiver. He'll be a 26-year-old rookie, catches everything, tracks the ball well, impressed scouts at the Shrine Bowl. Devontae Thornton, pure speed. Brugler called him a nine-route monster. He's raw, seen as a one-trick pony, but that one trick, deep speed, can be a weapon. Isaiah Bond is complicated. Fast, explosive, dangerous, but inconsistent. On top of that, recent off-field issues led to an arrest. Brugler says it's a big red flag. Teams don't have time to fully vet it. Bond could fall. Brugler said he struggled with consistency, had trouble gaining trust, wasn't much of a deep threat. So, while there's upside, there are major concerns. So, what would I do if I were running the draft? My first priority? Help Justin Herbert. Ideally, Colston Loveland falls to them in round 1, but that's unlikely. If not Loveland, defensive tackle Kenneth Grant makes sense. He fits the scheme and offers rare versatility. Finally, a couple of day 3 sleeper picks. Dylan Fairchild, physical, violent, plays with a wrestler's mindset. Bryce Cabell-Dew, non-combined invite, plays tough, has movement skills. If these guys go late 3rd or early 4th, it wouldn't surprise me. So, there it is. That's Dane Brugler's breakdown of where the Chargers stand heading into the 2025 NFL Draft. So, what do you think? Do you agree with him? Share your thoughts in the comment section.